Hey y'all, Hunter211 here, and I want to debunk the idea that the game Delta Force has skill-based matchmaking. Now you might be thinking to yourself, you've said this before, you've brought this up before, you bring up all these arguments, you don't really have any proof. And I thought about it for a second. I do have proof. Because one of the biggest things about skill-based matchmaking is that you should, in theory, according to how it is supposed to work in most people's minds, what they're thinking of as engagement optimized matchmaking, but we don't need to worry about the specifics. All that we need to understand is the way it should work is you should have a really good game, followed by a bunch of games where you are having to play like a sweat lord, and it should bounce back and forth relatively consistently. Except we can see our match history in this game, and we can see that isn't true. So, let's go all the way back as far as we can. Let's go through them, shall we? 20 kills, 12 kills, 13 kills, 18 kills, 17 kills, 16 kills, 2, and I can explain this one away, only 10 minutes, and I had 27 assists. Kills aren't everything, is what I'm saying. 22 kills, 14 kills, 49 kills! Like, as you can see going up, consistently do I have pretty good numbers of kills. I mean, obviously every once in a while I'm sub 30, and then occasionally I'm cracked as shit. And then there's this block right here. I can explain this on... I was not in the game very long, but I had a shit ton of assists. Like, whenever you see that I have low kills, you'll notice that my assists are usually very high, even if I'm in the game a long time. I'm not dealing enough killing damage, but I am dealing enough damage that somebody else is getting the kill for me, even if I'm dying a lot. The point here is you're not seeing this wild fluctuation. In fact, going all the way up to recently, with the 3rd of February onward, this one I can explain away. I don't know what was going on. I wasn't in the game that long, but it doesn't really matter. I played poorly this game, it happens. But what we see is a 0 kill game where I was in it for 3 minutes, and we had already been fucking sweeped really hard, apparently, that whole game before I joined. But the point here is, I started consistently getting very high kill games, especially my last two, where I was well over 50. Like, this is an insane match for me to have done. And as you can see, I only play ranked. Ranked doesn't mean the same thing in Asian culture as it does here, especially not China. But the point is, if there was skill-based matchmaking in the game, why am I consistently seeing these 15 to 30k scores pretty much every single game, unless I'm not in it for a long time or I'm just not playing well? Like, these are consistent 30, 30, 76, 57, 19. It's complicated. I don't know what's going on with that one. 44, 19 again. 58, 15. I think this one I wasn't in it very long, or something was up with this one. What was it? Oh, I know this one. Okay, I was using the Bison in this one, I'm pretty sure. Where was I on the scoreboard? Yeah, okay. We were getting steamrolled. That tends to happen sometimes. But if there is skill-based matchmaking, all you need to understand is, where am I on the leaderboard in these? Like, where am I on the leaderboard? Middle of the pack or higher? I just looked at this one. This one. Defeat. Middle of the pack or higher. Consistently, I am middle of the pack or higher. If skill-based matchmaking was in the game, this would not be happening. But it is. And the reality of it is that we can... Oh no, it's details. We can see graded match only, right? So we can see that I'm not messing with you, right? Colonel 3. Obviously 57 battles, 21 hours of playtime. Not that much, but it's enough that it's a good enough sample size, alright? We see graded match here, 0.97 kills per minute, and operator kills 1200, and then we turn that off, turn it back on, turn it off, turn it on. It is less than 100 kills. I am always using this ranked modifier. If skill-based matchmaking was on. That's where it would be. That's where people claim it is. Where is it? Why am I consistently, why am I consistently doing well? Why? Explain it. Explain it to me. I've given my explanations. All the things that you claim are skill-based matchmaking in this game, the weird connection issues, yeah, that's not the game. That's your streamer, and you're getting a lagged connection. I tried streaming the game earlier today. It did not go well. But suffice it to say, I didn't blame skill-based matchmaking for that. I just turned the stream off, and I had no connection problems from then on. Except for one time. But that, we don't need to worry about that. That was my own fault. But aside from when you connect a phone to your computer and you fuck it all up, you're not going to get weird connection issues. But then there's people who are like, oh, what about when it expands the matchmaking range? Yeah, you're playing at a weird time of day in a weird region or something of the sort. Maybe there's server capacity things going on. But that's not skill-based matchmaking. Again, you guys have been conditioned by Call of Duty's engagement optimized matchmaking for the last couple of years, where it is so bad and egregious that all of these things that are normal in any other game look like skill-based matchmaking to you. You are seeking it out as skill-based matchmaking. Engagement optimized is technically what it is, but it doesn't matter because you're seeking it out to be the thing to blame, right? But it's the reality is it's not that, and you can see it right here. It ain't that. I'm sorry to be that guy. You're just wrong if you think this game has it. My stat sheet show that it's wrong. And let's just go down the last 5 games, right? Top of the leaderboard. Top of the leaderboard. Top of the leaderboard. Top of the leaderboard. Yep, come on. Top of the leaderboard. Middle of the pack. That was the victory. Let me go to this one. Top of the leaderboard. Top of the leaderboard. This one next. Nope, just did that one. Top of the leaderboard. This would not happen in a game with skill-based or engagement-optimized matchmaking. It just does not happen. I would not be consistently middle of the pack or higher every single game for the most part. Like, if I'm not joining late, I'm middle of the pack or higher. That doesn't happen in those games. I would be fluctuating wildly, and you would notice. You are seeking out something to blame, and you are blaming that thing without knowing better. We see that I'm not just uploading video clips of random matches where I just happen to do insanely well. I consistently do well. That doesn't happen in any other game where there's engagement-optimized matchmaking or skill-based. I'm sorry to be that guy, but this is pretty irrefutable proof. And you're not going to see other streamers who believe it's there actually show you this. Because their shit will prove them wrong instantaneously. You're not going to see Enders pull this up. You're not going to see anybody pull this up. Because they're not going to want you to know they consistently place middle or higher. If you check how it works in any other game, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. That's reality for you. Delta Force doesn't have it. There's no skill-based matchmaking. There's no engagement-optimized matchmaking. And that's pretty good proof right there.